In the Grand Canyon National Park, prompting rescues of over more than 100 people. Monsoon storms turned clear blue waterways into brown, raging rivers of debris, endangering hikers, tourists, as well as tribal members in that area. Now, waters turned deadly after the body of a 33-year-old woman, Shanoa Nickerson, was recovered. In an exclusive interview with News 4 Tucson, we speak to a hiker who endured that flooding and gives us a detailed look inside the detrimental ordeal. News 4 Tucson's Isabella Fredrickson joins us now with more on a story you'll see only on 4.
One Tucson local is grateful to be back home safe in the old Pueblo following the dangerous and deadly flash flooding happening at Havasupai Falls. He was there on a hiking trip when the entire thing went down. News 4 Tucson spoke to AJ Briseños. AJ was headed to the Grand Canyon on a hiking trip with 10 others, including his father, brother-in-law, and some family friends.
It was supposed to be a four-day camping adventure down in Havasupai Creek. We left for the trip Wednesday morning, and we were supposed to jump off from Hilltop Thursday morning.
However, there had been some delays in their plans, which easily could have been the difference between life and death for this group.
We got a much later start than we had anticipated, which ultimately turned out to be, for lack of better words, our saving grace that day.
Him and his brother-in-law, Devin, were ahead of the group. They were leaving Havasupai Village to trek back to their campground. They were around 2 miles away when it began to lightly rain.
We decided to shelter in place, essentially, throw on our emergency ponchos, and we tucked up underneath this huge cottonwood tree.
AJ details what was happening when he knew things were not right.
Then you just looked around and you saw water pouring in from every crevice in the canyon, turning into its own set of falls, essentially.
Once the rain let up enough, the pair made the trek back to the village, which was not an easy feat. The pair traveled over 2 miles through slick mud and knee-deep water, where they finally made it to the village and reunited with their group. From there, they and 100 others took shelter overnight in a school building and waited to be air-vac'd out to safety.
Everything happened so quick that, it kind of leaves you at a loss for words. You're at the mercy of Mother Nature.
When I asked AJ if he would ever go back to Havasupai Falls, he says,
I can say that we will be back eventually. Do I think we will ever go in August again? Probably not. But we will be back.
AJ's final thoughts about it all was that it wasn't the experience they had planned for, but it was one that will remain in their hearts and minds forever. Reporting live in Midtown, Isabella Fredrickson, News 4 Tucson.
Glad to hear that him